Hi everyone. So, welcome to this evening's guided relaxation practice. I'm Lucy. I'm Ellie's mum, and I'm here this evening to guide you through a relaxation session, which is designed to provide our community with a little bit of ease. Um, I know all too well as a bereaved mum just how hard it is to find that sense of ease whilst grieving. And I also recognise that even with the passing of time, grief doesn't really leave us. It just kind of, in my own experience, it coexists around everything that I do. So finding time and making time to practice relaxation is I feel really important, which is why we at the project are always rallying to provide this kind of support to our community, because very often in grief, relaxation modalities aren't often looked to help find ease. And yeah, I think sometimes maybe people may not feel drawn to those things for various different reasons. Sometimes it can be because they don't feel that they are that particular type of person, um, or maybe they've never done it before. Maybe it's never felt like something that they want to access or know how to access or even know where to start. So yeah, so these weekly sessions are here to really explore that and to provide an opportunity for our community to access something, and also at a time that's convenient for them, because these sessions are pre-recorded, which means you can watch this anytime. Um, and yeah, just to bring a little bit of ease into this experience of grief, which unfortunately we as bereaved parents will carry for the rest of our life. Now that's not to say that there won't be lighter days. I know in my experience it's Ellie's birthday in May, so her birthday's coming up, and she will be 8, or she would have been 8. And although the years have passed, I think in my own experience, grief has been, changeable, and it's been a really kind of working relationship in regard to finding ways to befriend the experience of grief rather than pushing it away. And also finding ways to calm and ease my own body when I do feel overwhelmed, and when I do feel triggered. And all these practices, everything that we share here at the Ellie's Gift Project, whether that be through the Ellie's Gift app, or whether that be through the live classes that we teach, either from myself or Katie or any of our other instructors who are part of our wider team, we're all sharing different things, different ways in which we can learn to calm the body, to calm thoughts down. And while this isn't about fixing anything or taking anything away, this kind of word, finding ease, really, really lands well for me, because I really recognize that in the experience of grief, finding ease is possible. So we're not eradicating it, we're just finding ways to cope. So this evening is a real kind of invitation to provide that ease, or at least to welcome in the idea of it. And very often when we welcome in the idea of something, then that can open us up to sometimes receiving it more, rather than kind of putting up a barrier and saying, oh, no, this isn't for me. So I'd like to say, just come with an open mind if you're here watching me live, or if you are, following the session on catch up, then having an open mind and my own practice of a beginner's mind, because beginner's mind is all about embracing and welcoming in an opportunity or an experience, as though it's the first time you've ever experienced that, like starting afresh. So as we move through our life and we experience new things, you may recognize that there are certain experiences in your own life where you've experienced something for the very first time and it's been like, wow, oh gosh, you tune into your senses, to what you can see, to what you can smell, to what you're experiencing in that direct moment. And of course, the more that we do things, the more we get used to things, and then the more kind of, I guess, that sometimes we can pay less attention to an experience, and it can just become like, don't know, autopilot. Or I use a very simple example of maybe washing the dishes. Sometimes we'll wash the dishes and we're on autopilot, and maybe chatting while we're doing it. But imagine you've never washed dishes in your whole life and you are suddenly tuning into the sensations of the bubbles and the smell of your washing up liquid and the feel of the water on your fingers. That would be looking at something with that kind of new, fresh beginner's mind. So bringing that sense in this evening, if you've experienced these relaxation sessions before, maybe opening yourself up a little bit more in terms of just kind of exploring things as if it's the first time you've ever heard these words or this guidance. So yeah, that's the invitation. I'm going to be guiding you through a session which is all about finding a little bit of ease between the storms. So I like to look at grief in terms of the weather a lot of the time, in terms of how changeable the weather can be. So I'm here in the UK, and if you're in the UK, you'll know that you can start off cloudy in the morning, rainy at lunchtime. By afternoon, it's sunshine again. Evening time, it rains. It can be a whole kind of myriad of different weather types all in one day, and that's, for many people, is what grief can feel like. Some days we can wake up and we can feel relatively okay in terms of like in terms of being able to, or feeling able to, cope with the day ahead. And then maybe we get to lunchtime and suddenly, something's triggered us and we've gone from feeling, maybe our weather type in our mind would have been clear blue skies, to suddenly a thunderstorm at lunchtime. So how can we find moments of ease? What can we do? And this is really about tapping into these relaxation practices so that you can really tune into them anytime that you need them. You can very quickly regain a sense of ease, a sense of control, just by maybe dropping into the body, noticing the breath, feeling your feet on the floor, anchoring through what you can see, hear, smell, those kind of things. And also, coming on to the topic of anchoring, some of you may be familiar with this concept. So anchoring is something that really helped me during the delivery with my daughter Ellie. It was something that I had learned on a relaxation course that I attended. And what this is about, it's about utilizing, I want to say, it's not just about this, but in my own experience, utilizing smells and music to connect with that sense of relaxation. So the idea is that every time we practice relaxation, if you coupled that with a smell, for example, lavender, and if you did that enough, so that eventually your body started to associate that feeling of relaxation with that smell of lavender, then over time, what will begin to happen, that association will become stronger. So that if you're out and about and you feel overwhelmed, just the act of putting on that lavender scent may well just help you to tap into that sense of stability and ease, because your body remembers that smell is linked to a relaxing experience. Therefore, that may evoke those relaxation feelings and that sense of ease to come in. In my own experience, this works really well. I'm really connected to the scent of lavender, and that's something that I use regularly. So you may well even want to couple these sessions with a smell, and it may be a practice that you choose to do as you continue utilizing these sessions week on week. And please do make use of these sessions, even if you can't make the time. Make use of the sessions in terms of the pre-recorded version. So, so what we're going to do then is I'm going to be guiding you through a couple of different practices, and that will be something that you can follow along with at your own pace. You may, during these practices, you may choose to dip in and out of the session depending on how you're feeling. But what we always say is whenever we, as instructors, and I'm sure anyone who is trained or delivers any type of sessions like these, in terms of looking after yourself, just do what feels comfortable for you. And if it doesn't feel good, stop. That's my advice. We will be connecting to the breath today during the session. I always advise, in terms of the connection to breath, that we can connect instead of sort of connecting maybe at the belly, which I know in my own experience that was very triggering for me initially upon started to practice these relaxation modalities. So yeah, you might find that connecting to the breath in the back of your body feels much more comfortable, much more comfortable. So we're going to try back body breathing today, as opposed to looking at the breath in the front of the body. So inviting you then to get into a comfortable position. I'm just checking so I probably look very distracted then. I was just checking my microphone was definitely plugged in because I've got a lot of wires going on here. So yeah, getting yourself into a comfortable position. And I'd like to invite you, if you want to, you can lie down for this practice. We are going to be engaging in a body scan as well. So whilst you can complete body scan in any position you want, I would say if you would like to, that maybe lying down in that position might feel a little more comfortable. And if you are lying on your back, you may want to pop some cushions under your knees, and that can just take the pressure off your back when you do that. And also, if you presumably you're lying on a cushion behind your head, sometimes having that cushion a little bit too far up, too high, can also add a little bit of strain in the back of your neck. So you may want to make sure that you are using maybe a cushion which is maybe a flatter cushion, so that things are a little bit more aligned. But your body, not mine. So whatever you feel is comfortable, then please do that. And remember, anytime you want, you can move. You don't have to stay still. So I'll give you a few moments to get yourself comfortable. Okay, so presuming that you're in that comfortable position now, I'd like to invite you just to take a few deep breaths in with me. So breathing deep into your body and breathing out. Again, breathing in, releasing the breath. Again, breathing in. And releasing the breath. And just allowing your breathing to return to its own pace and rhythm. So we're not changing the breath now in any way. Just allowing the body to breathe itself. And gently allowing the eyes to close if you haven't already done so, or you can lower your gaze. And if you find that you are in and out of relaxation during this session, you might find that you are a little bit sleepy. Just let your body go with what it needs. You may find that you are listening to my voice sometimes, and then some of the time you're just drifting in and out of sleep, and that's absolutely fine to do as well. Now, this session is a relaxation session, and if your body needs rest, then let your body do what it needs to do. And knowing that this is your time to find some ease and some space to breathe. Breathe between storms, a place to land and to be. Maybe just slowing the breath down ever so slightly. Really allowing your body to rest and relax into the surface beneath you, behind you, and really allowing yourself to feel held and supported by the earth. Held and supported in this moment with me. Nowhere to go. Nothing to do but rest. Let your body be heavy. Giving yourself permission to let your body relax. Very often we hold so much tension in our bodies, so much tension. We can hold tension in the jaw and in the shoulders. Hold tension in the abdomen and in the back of our body. And this can show up in various aches and pains throughout the day. So let your body rest. We'll be moving into a body scan shortly, which will help to focus your attention on various different areas to invite that sense of relaxation. Before we do that though, we're going to be tuning into the breath. So we're not changing the breath in any way, we're just allowing it to be natural and soft. gentle, breathing in and breathing out. And as you breathe in and breathe out, I'd like to invite you to notice the breath in the back of your body. So around your upper and middle back. As you breathe in and breathe out, noticing any sensations as you do this. So the movements in the back of your body. If you're lying down or if you're resting on a chair, you might notice the change in pressure as your body moves and the pressure points change. You may notice a change in temperature and sensation as your clothing moves as you breathe in and breathe out. You might notice the rib cage in the back of your body as you breathe in and breathe out, and the expansion. Breathing in as the body brings in the breath, expanding, opening. And as you breathe out, the body subsiding, the rib cage moving in the back of your body. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. This breath. This breath. So just following along with the in-breath and the out-breath in the back of your body. Whenever you remember to tune in to your breath, calm, soothing sense of breath in the back of your body. And this back body breathing can be a really useful technique for whenever you're out and about and feeling overwhelmed. When that storm hits and you need a sense of safety, you may want to focus on your breath in the back of your body. Even just for a few cycles, and see how you feel. And sometimes with the breath we can also bring in an affirmation. So the affirmation that we are going to use here is, when we breathe in, we can say in our mind, I am here. And when we breathe out, we can say in our mind, I am safe to rest. Breathing in, I am here. And breathing out, I am safe to rest. I am here. I am safe to rest. And we can build on that even more. We can shorten it. So breathing in, saying in your mind, here. Breathing out, safe to rest. Here, safe to rest. here, safe to rest. And know that whatever you hold this evening, whatever grief is there with you, let it be there. You don't have to understand it or explain it. The invitation is just to allow it to be there, to hold it gently, like a small bird in your hands. This is really about being tender with yourself, with your heart. Recognizing this relaxation session this evening as an act of care for you. So moving now into a very calm, restful body scan. So a body scan is a guided practice where we can take our awareness to various different parts of the body, and we notice them. And we can build onto a body scan by first noticing, but then deliberately inviting in relaxation. So this is a really helpful practice to do if you are struggling with sleep at bedtime, is to scan the body, notice any tension, and invite that sense of relaxation in. So I'll be guiding you through this gentle body scan. Again, a wonderful practice to do if you feel overwhelmed, if those storms hit. This can even be done in your car or at work, if the environment suits, if you're able to take a small amount of time, even if it's just 5 minutes, to scan the body and on purpose relax the different areas that you know to be tense. A really great and handy little practice. So we're going to be slowly moving through the body with a sense of care, a sense of compassion. So again, taking in a few deep breaths with me now, breathing slowly in and releasing the breath slowly out. Breathing again slowly in. Releasing the breath slowly out. Slowly in. And slowly out. And again, returning to your normal pace and rhythm as you breathe in and breathe out. We're not changing the breath in any way now. Just allowing the breath to breathe, allowing your body to breathe all by itself, not interfering with that process. So beginning then by taking your attention to the very top of your head, the very top of your head. Noticing any sensations there, if any. Noticing your scalp and your forehead. If there's any tension in the forehead in particular, just seeing if you can relax a little bit. Letting that tension go and release. We can hold a lot of tension in the forehead, especially in the area between our eyebrows. So if there's any tension there, any tightness, just seeing if you can deliberately relax that area now. And then gently moving your awareness down to your eyes, allowing your eyes to soften, releasing and relaxing all the little muscles in and around your eyes. Letting the eyes be soft. Moving further down your face into your cheeks and your jaw and your mouth, and allowing these areas to relax. Placing your tongue behind your front upper teeth can help the jaw relax. Just getting a sense of the whole of your face, the whole of your head, and noticing any residual tension here that you are still holding. And taking in a slow, deep breath with me, breathing in. And as you breathe out, relaxing the muscles in your face even further. Relaxing, releasing. Relaxing, releasing. Allowing your breathing to return to its normal pace and rhythm. And then very gently taking your awareness down your body even further to your neck and your shoulders. Imagining a warm light melting away any tension there. The shoulders in particular hold lots of tension, or can do. It's very interesting to observe the shoulders. So inviting you to relax the shoulders a little bit more now, again taking in a deep breath with me. So breathing in Releasing your breath, and as you do so, allowing the shoulders to drop down, releasing, relaxing. How does that feel now? And again, we can do this at times when we feel overwhelmed, when those storms hit, those emotional storms, and we find that tension in our bodies just by taking in a deep breath. And as you breathe out, allowing the shoulders to rest and relax can bring a great sense of ease. Caring for ourselves in the most difficult of moments in a very kind and compassionate way. Now bringing your awareness to your chest area. Placing one hand on your chest and noticing the movement in your hand as you breathe in and as you breathe out. That wonderful breath that's there and accessible anytime you need. Remembering back breathing now, so noticing your breath in the back of your body, breathing in and breathing out. So now you can maybe feel sensations in both the front and back of your body. If your hands still on the chest, moving up and down. Sensations in the back of your body as you breathe in and as you breathe out. Just taking control of our breathing can change the way we feel. Noticing our breath can bring us into what's real, as opposed to what's in our mind. Lots of rushing thoughts can take us away into the future or into the past. We can learn to ground ourselves in the present moment by utilizing the breath and tuning into sensation. Soothing sensation that is, especially in the back of the body as we breathe. Relaxing the hand down and bringing awareness to your arms now. Your elbows, your wrists, your hands. Noticing your hands, the sensation in them. Are they relaxed? If your fists are tightly clenched, just relax them now. No gripping, no holding, just softness. Soft, gentle hands. Soft, gentle hands, heavy arms, resting here with me in the safety of this moment now. Allowing those arms to rest and relax even further. Allowing them to feel held and supported by the surface beneath them or behind them. You may want to see if you can relax a little further by taking a deep breath in again with me. So breathing in, Breathing out and again relaxing those arms even more. Softening the hands, no holding, no tensing, no tightness, just relaxation. Allow yourself to rest. Allow your body to rest. Allow yourself to be cared for and seen and validated. I see you. So we're moving further down now, all the way down to your hips, and your thighs. Sometimes a strange experience connecting to the thighs, not an area we tend to pay much attention to. Noticing any sensations here, in the front of your thighs, the back of your thighs. Warm, cold, comfort, discomfort, whatever's there. Moving that same awareness down to your knees, the left knee, the right knee, the front of your knees, the back of your knees. Moving your awareness further down to your lower legs, to your calves. And the fronts of your legs. And all the sensations there. Warmth, coolness, tingling, whatever that may be. And just seeing if you can relax your legs a little bit more. So the legs may feel very relaxed at this point, but just seeing if you can allow them to release and relax a little bit more. So taking in another deep breath with me, breathing slowly in, and as you release the breath out, again allowing yourself to sink and relax even further. Those legs just to relax, to feel heavy, and moving down now to ankles and feet. Those wonderful feet of yours that allow you to move through your life. They carry you daily, allowing you to experience the world. Gently wiggling your toes, noticing any sensations as you do this. And then bringing the feet into stillness. And in the same way that we relax the hands, just allowing the feet to be soft and still and gentle, loose and relaxed. so that the whole of your legs, your thighs, your knees, your lower legs, your ankles and your feet are heavy and still. Gentle, relaxed. And just getting a sense of the whole of your body now. The whole of your body resting here, the shape of your body. The whole of your body being held and supported by the surface which it rests on. Held and supported in the safety of this moment with me. Scanning the body for any areas of residual tension, any areas, and then just seeing if you can release and relax a little bit more into those areas now. Release and relax. Release and relax. Release, relax. And as you rest here in the safety of this moment, in the stillness, remembering the back breathing we talked about. So as you breathe in and as you breathe out, noticing the breath in the back of your body. And again, bringing in those affirmations. I am here. I'm safe to rest. I am here. I am safe to rest. Here. Rest. So as we bring this body scan to a close, just noticing what this sense of relaxation feels like in your body. What does it feel like to rest in this way, to be still in this way? This is a real practice, and with time this practice can be such a nourishing practice when we learn to get used to it. And there's variations of this guided practice on our Ellie's Gift baby loss app that you can do anytime. You can scan the body and relax the body wherever you are, whenever you feel overwhelmed, whenever grief takes hold of you. Those days you feel exhausted and you keep pushing through. For those days that you have to juggle all that life brings while holding the heaviness of grief. And the body feels sore, the shoulders feel tight, your back aches. Bring this practice in. Even just checking in throughout the day to notice any tension and deliberately relaxing can make a huge difference. When you're driving, notice how you hold your steering wheel. Is it tightly? Are the shoulders tense and tight? Or can you learn to relax them a little bit? Loosen your grip on the steering wheel. Relax your shoulders down as you wait for the lights to change. Take a few moments to breathe. Bringing in the sense of relaxation wherever we are. Small micro moments. Caring for ourselves in relation to grief. And recognizing that while the world may seem to go on, and while it can sometimes feel that nobody sees the pain and the heaviness, that you can be there for yourself. You can care for yourself. And leaning into the community too here at Ellie's Gift. Finding that sense of connection too can be helpful. So we're going to be bringing in some movement now into the body. So just gently beginning to move your fingers, very gently giving the fingers a wiggle, waking up the body. Maybe rotating your wrist round and round, giving the wrist a stretch. Rolling your shoulders. If you're lying down, you may want to roll onto one side. And begin taking a few deeper but more invigorating, refreshing breaths. So we can do this by taking quick, deep breaths. So breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. And allowing the breath to return to your own pace and rhythm. Gently allowing your eyes to flutter open. And maybe stretching the eyes out, opening the eyes wide. And then maybe coming into the seated position, whatever position you want to do, whatever position feels right for you. Just moving the body, waking the body up, but very gently, in a very kind, comfortable way. Notice how you feel just by engaging in that relaxation. How do you feel after that? So what we're going to do then is just to invite a few stronger movements in. So I'd like you to stretch your body. So open your arms nice and wide. And wrap your arms around your body. So this is some of the mindful movement that we sometimes do. So breathing in, opening the arms wide, breathing out, closing the arms back down, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out, and gently relaxing the arms down. Moving into another movement, so as you breathe in, taking your arms all the way up, so breathing in, bringing your arms together, hands together, palms together, breathing out, breathing in, Breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out. Relaxing your arms back down again. This is coming into stillness. So you may notice that the energy has changed in the body somewhat now. And we can do this through movement. We can change the way that we feel. Sort of more invigorating movements like that can help to bring a refreshing energy in, whereas in slower, more controlled, rhythmic breathing can help to bring a more calm sense in. So we can change the way that we feel just through movement, through the way that we breathe. And this is really important to know, in terms of, first of all, acknowledging that grief can show up in different ways. Grief can manifest in different ways in the body. Sometimes, we can feel grief in a very physical sense, sometimes emotional, sometimes, in our terms of how we think, or maybe all together, all at once. It's a whole kind of combination of experiences, and no one person is the same. So how you experience grief is different to how I experience grief, because we're two different people with different fingerprints, completely different. I always say grief is as unique as your baby's fingerprint. It really is. So this is about exploring practices to see what's going to be supporting you during this time. What is it you need? Sometimes we need those slow, rhythmic practices. We need those body scans and those calming breathing meditations. Whereas at other times we might feel that we want more movement. And of course, on the Ellie's Gift app, we have lots of different resources for all of this. And of course, much more in the pipeline this year to be added too. We also have lots of different resources on our Ellie's Gift website also. And soon we've got yoga starting, which is really exciting. So I'm excited about that. But please do lean into the support here. It's support for you. It's completely free to access. We are really keen to keep these sessions running for as long as we can. We've been funded for a period of 2 years, but of course, alongside that, we are fundraising to try and fund the next round of support. So if you can make a small donation today, £1, £2, £5, whatever it may be, that would be incredible. You'll find the donate link on our website. And as always, we're just so grateful for all your support. We hope that this session has brought you a sense of ease this evening, and please do let us know how you found it. But until then, I will leave you. It's the lovely Katie next time, and I'm sure she'll be guiding you into a wonderful relaxation too. And I will see you not next week, but the week after. So thank you so much, everyone. And please go well, sleep well, or whatever you're doing next. I don't know. But yeah, I hope that it's been something that you have enjoyed. So thank you so much. Take care, guys.